Hello, this is Jason Callan again with trying to do 41 through 55 most underappreciated movies in the history of the world. Alright, before I do, I want to show you my pictures when I was when I first went into basic training. That's me when I was, oh God, I was 18, and this is me now. I got out of the Army back in 91, so it's been a long time. That's what I looked like when I was in the Army. Alright, now let's start this list of movies. Okay, number 41 is a great classic I remember seeing with my dad when I was growing up, called It Came From Beneath the Sea. It's a Ray Harryhausen movie about a giant octopus who wreaks havoc on this small town. It's a real old movie, but it's cool. And I was miffed because I remember on Parker Lewis Can't Lose, they show like some trendy white kid who was popular in school, and he'd have parties when they trash bad movies, and they show clips from that movie. It's not a bad movie, it's a very good one, trust me. Alright, number 42 is The Adventures of Ford Fairlane with Andrew Dice Clay. Very funny movie, but it got trashed by the critics. And this was around the time when he was, some people get on his case, because of his, what he said as a comedian, but it was a funny movie. And there was two differences. I saw it in the Edinburgh movie theater with a regular crowd. Me and my dad were the only ones laughing. The theater was packed in dead silence. And I saw it again like a few months later in Fort Bragg at a military movie theater. That place went nuts. They were laughing, they were talking. It's like night and day. The military got its humor, maybe. The civilian people didn't, but I thought it was a good movie. Okay, let's see. 43, Day of the Triffids. A great plant movie, about killer plants, when the whole world is blind and these plants take over and stuff like that, making, taking events of people being blind and stuff like that. Only a few people can see, and they're the ones that have to fight against these killer plants. Good movie. Then after that is what we call The Marine with John Cena. It's a good movie, and then I should count The Marine 2, so maybe it'll be the 51. But The Marine 2 was also very good with Ted DiBiase's son. It's a good action flick. And then the Marine 3 is supposed to be coming out with The Miz. That might be good. I have not seen that yet. It hasn't come out. It won't come out for a while. Okay, after that is Hulk Hogan's Suburban Commando. I saw this when it came out in the movie theater when I was in Fort Detrick, Maryland, and there was like 3 or 4 other people in the theater, but I had a good time. And I remember one movie reviewer said it looked like a movie made by 14-year-olds for 14-year-olds. But I liked it. I enjoyed it. Then after that is Live and Die in L.A. Well, To Live and Die in L.A. That's a really cool concept. And then after that is a movie called The Hunter. Strange story about The Hunter. That was Steve McQueen's last movie. He was a bounty hunter in that. And everything with Steve McQueen is cool. And there's a book. It was made in 1996, so I'm sure people have noticed this mistake. Roman soldiers shouldn't wear watches. There's a mistake in there saying that he starts as a bounty hunter in the movie Tom Horn. That's a mistake. But I'm sure someone mentioned that. It was called The Hunter. That's when he's a bounty hunter. But there's a thing where there's a guy when an actor gets up off the table and he disappears. That's a mistake in the movie, but it's very funny. But I want to mention this mistake in the book. I'm sure a million people have mentioned the mistake so far. Since it was made in 1996, the book was released in 96. And unfortunately, it was Steve McQueen's last movie. He passed away from cancer. But it's a good movie, and I like. My dad liked it too. And these are movies I saw on TV before all the other stuff happened. Before cable and before we got cable, anyways. Another one is another Burt Reynolds movie. I know I like Burt Reynolds movies called Rough Cut. It's like his take on the James Bond Jewel Heist movie. It's pretty cool. Next is a movie called Kingdom of the Spiders with William Shatner. And it's about all these giant spiders attacking this town. And it's hurt at the end by, the spiders put a giant cobweb around the whole town. And the shot is so fake looking. But it's a good movie anyways. I know I gave away the ending, but It's good, trust me. Next is a James Bond movie called Moonraker. It is awesome. It's really good James Bond. If you like James Bond, and that guy that plays Jaws, Richard Keel's in it too. Then I got two from Boris Karloff. One is The Black Room, which I saw on FearNet, and he plays a dual role in that. He's very good and very creepy. He's a good guy and the bad guy. It's a great classic movie. And then the other one is The Man They Could Not Hang. It's a great movie and it has a million things happening in a short running time of like an hour, like 3 minutes or an hour and 7 minutes. Really good. And the next one is a really odd movie you should seek out called The Postal Inspector with Bela Lugosi. That's the last movie he did with Universal, and it's he plays a nightclub owner. And oh, that's better. And he's the movie is a musical. Well, it's about the postal inspectors who inspect packages at the post office. First of all, it's a musical. It's a disaster movie, and it's a heist movie, along with the postal inspector too, crammed into an hour and 1 minute. It's nuts, but it's a very good movie. I mean, the song, there's one about, we'll sing with bluebirds on our wallpaper or something like that. It's a crazy song, but it's funny. And it's just insane. Next one is a great movie I saw. Island Television used to have like old public domain movies they showed like at 3 or 4 in the morning. I used to tape a whole bunch of them. My dad and I would watch it. And I saw a great one with Harold Lloyd called The Milky Way. He plays a milk delivery man. And it's really, really funny. I'm not too familiar with Harold Lloyd because he was in silent films. But this is one movie, a talkie film he did. And it's incredibly funny. Very funny. If you like old slapstick movies, it's really good. You might not have seen this one. It's really cool. Let's see what else we got. Oh, okay. Now it's another Italian movie called Alien Contamination. And basically, what that is, these guys go to Mars and they're not the same. And the problem is they have like these eggs that it's like a takeoff of Alien, where the eggs be like alien, they pulsate and stuff like that. And then when the eggs explode, if that like stuff from inside the egg gets on you, you blow up from the inside. It's really cool. It's also called contamination now. I mean, I first originally saw it on Elvira, and then I saw it again on Paragon Home Video, who has a lot of old movies like that. It was really good. But that's a really cool Alien Contamination, now known as Contaminated. But it's a good show. And there's like a really weird looking monster at the end, like a Cyclops monster. It's pretty cool. And I remember when I was in Fort Bragg, I let this one sergeant watch it, and then my name is Jason Callan. And, well, you know that. And his wife said, "That's a Callan. That's a Callan. It's got to be a Callan." And then he said, "Yeah, it was." So, I mean, I got like the cheesy movies like that, but it's a great movie. I like it. Another one is, I like Chuck Norris a lot. You don't see him in movies anymore, but I loved Invasion USA. That was cool. Richard Lynch was such a good bad guy, man. He was really good. There's a real disturbing scene where he's like in this suburban area and he's like shooting houses with rocket launchers, like regular suburban houses. It's really messed up. I know that Leonard Maltin said it's repellent in the extreme. I loved it. It's really good. And Tom Savini did the special effects in it. But it's a really cool action film that didn't get any respect, as usual. But anyways, this is Jason Callan signing off. Hopefully you like this. This is a big one. 51 through 56 now, because I put Marine 2 in there, of most underappreciated movies. And here's my picture taken from Fort Jackson, South Carolina. In Columbia, South Carolina. I looked a lot different. That's me then and me now. Okay. This is Jason Callan signing off. Stay metal, guys. Stay metal.